yesterday was the 30th anniversary of the Howard Beach incident. If you're from the New York region and you're over a certain age, you're probably familiar with Howard Beach. Some two black men were beaten and chased by a gang of white people in Howard Beach. If growing up in New York, you already know you don't go to Howard Beach, you don't go to Bensonhurst. That's when I was growing up in the 80s. As a little kid, I already knew those are places you just didn't go as a black person. Just didn't do it. My uncle shared a story with me on Facebook earlier today. He just talked about in the 60s. He said Rosedale, and I forget the other neighborhood he mentioned out in Queens. They grew up in St. Albans, Queens. He said those were areas we didn't go then either. Like, quite honestly, we were 20 years before Howard Beach, and we could have been Howard Beach. Again, this is all New York City. My stepmother chimed in, and she said in the 70s, and I've already told this story before, when my stepmother and her family moved, they were the first black family to move into their neighborhood in Linden, another community in Queens. They had a cross in the late 60s, early 70s burned on their lawn in Linden in Queens. So this is New York. This is up north, right? Up north supposed to be so much better, so less racist, yay, everybody, Rainbow Commission, ha ha ha. Trump's an anomaly. It's not. It's deeply insidious and in the fiber of this country. And we can't just get caught up in cliches and symbolism. We really got to dig deep to actually turn the needle. So I'm going to turn to Brandon says New York City is a bastion for progressives and liberals who can afford to live there or who are still living with their parents, eating cereal and sleeping on the couch. Take your pick. New York is extremely expensive. God bless everybody who is able to still hold on to that good frozen rent, from the 90s. Because the rest of us poor, meager folk really can't get back up in there if we wanted to. Yes, I'm a bit of a hater. I miss my city a lot sometimes.